Scorpio, I'm Gabriella from Gabriella's Vampire Tarot. For today, I'm going to be doing a general love reading, a 5-card spread. But before I do that, I'm going to offer these two beautiful vampire roses as a token of my love and appreciation. I mean, we're closing over 1,000 supporters. Wow, I'm just so blessed and honored to have been chosen by you all for being your Vampire Tarot Guide reader, because I was kind of like the fool, taking this leap of faith to see, if other humans would actually love having this vampire monster, being, your tarot guide reader and stuff and guide. But I just want to thank you all so much for supporting me, so thank you. Before I continue on with the reading, I just want to show off my beautiful lacy gloves, and I'm going to be wearing them quite often, because if you look at the ruffles of my dress, it has a similar fabric to it, so I kind of wanted to sort of mix and match and just kind of, start, adding more flair to my attire. So, but anyway, this 5-card love reading includes the first card represents you, the second, the other person, the third, the relationship, the fourth, the past, the fifth, the future, and then I'm going to draw a Vampire Oracle and then a Favole card and see what other information I can offer. But let's get started with card number 1, which is you. Ooh, Queen of Knives. You are in a very strategic and determined and very analytical, situation. Either, I'm kind of sensing a single Scorpio out there, but it looks like that you are kind of heading towards, what you want and desire in your love connection. And it looks incredibly promising, because it looks like you know what you want and who you want to go after. Because the sword is kind of like a weapon, but it's also kind of like, you're taking charge of a matter. You're pretty much going to be instigating this connection yourself, because you are a fixed, stable, determined sign, next to Leo, Aquarius, and Taurus. But, this is what I see, is that you are, really determined to want to find this person, be with this person. You're going to be putting effort into this, this love connection. You could have air somewhere in your star chart, like Libra, Aquarius, Gemini, but I just see that you are incredibly determined, and you know how to get, to start this love connection between the other person. Let's look at the other person. 7 of Skulls. Oof, okay. I can't show this card to you, but I will, tell you a bit about it. But with the 7 of Skulls, the 7 of Pentacles, it's kind of like, this other person may have doubt, or, just wondering, thinking, is it even worth being in this connection? I mean, wow, it's like the last few readings I've done for the other zodiacs have been quite negative. I mean, I hope it will not turn out negative, but I'm just sensing doubt. Like, this person is just, a man or woman, whoever it may be, is just really just kind of thinking, I have second feelings and second thoughts about this connection between, with Scorpio or something, or I'm not sure. I mean, if you're on the hunt for this individual, this person might seem a bit distant and kind of thinking, I'm not sure if I'm ready yet. Maybe this person is already in a relationship of some kind, but maybe this person, has their trepidation somehow about any kind of love or connection and stuff like that. So, yeah. I mean, it could even be an earth sign. Somebody has earth in their star chart, but yeah, I'm just sensing, that this person just has second thoughts. Well, let's look at the connection. 10 of Skulls. Ooh. Happy home, happy hearth, happy family. Okay, it looks like that if you are in a connection somehow, that this does look like a very harmonious connection of happy home, happy hearth, happy family. There's abundance, there's money, there's beautiful, anything, maybe you have a beautiful home, that you have created together, man, woman, whoever, because the Queen of Knives is about determination and about creating and strategizing and saying, how do I want to see this connection? And, it's like, I just love, how this, person, I mean, this vampiress, is not entirely content, she is, sitting on her throne somehow, with all those beautiful red roses. But I'm kind of sensing, that, there might be, a beautiful connection, but yet there's a bit of hesitancy there, it's like, sometimes, okay, well, two people get together, and then, one person is already kind of a bit on the distant and hesitant side, thinking, it's like, I don't want to hurt the other person's feelings. I mean, there are hundreds of couples out there, that's I've, witnessed, heard, listened to, that said, yeah, well, it's like, I feel a bit uncertain about this connection, but I don't want to hurt the other person's feelings. What do I do? And I just think, whatever you want and desire, don't just start compromising yourself, or don't, start, putting all of your love into this individual, whatever you want and desire, if this is, what you enjoy, it's your life and your choice. Don't, just say, oh yeah, I'm going to be listening, I'm going to be taking, somebody's advice and stuff like that. It's all about your own intuition and what you want. What do you want in this relationship, and how are you going to get it? Let's look at the past. Lord of Grails, King of Cups. Yeah, this looks like, it was a very stable, diplomatic connection between you and the other person. You both probably, went on enough and plenty dates, to be together in this connection. That's also about being diplomatic on saying, okay, I'm not going to immediately, get on one knee, or I'm not immediately going to extend my, ring finger out and say, okay, it's like, I barely know you, but let's just, get this thing started, right? No, this looks like it was already kind of like a really good, stable, beautiful connection, from the start of it. So the thing is, I wonder about the Seven of Skulls. The Seven of Skulls is not only about just kind of breakup or already hinting towards breakup or divorce, but it could also sometimes think, well, it's like sometimes, people are very mysterious in their own ways where they don't express themselves and where they're just kind of all hidden and stuff like that. I mean, maybe, this individual, has mixed emotions or feelings. I don't know per se, but I've witnessed hundreds and thousands of connections of many people who were similar, just saying, oh yeah, it's like, I'm not sure if I want to be with this person. I think, make up your mind, don't just sit there and think, well, I'm just gonna sit here and just feel disappointed or unhappy, while the other person is unhappy, and then I'm just gonna try to make the best of it. No, if you want to compromise, it's your choice, your life, your decision. No judgment ever from me, because, there's usually, reason behind any decision. So, whatever you want and decide, it's up to you. Let's look at the future. Strength. Ooh, this looks passionate, courageous, strong, very, very, very strong between, you could have Leo somewhere in your star chart. But, maybe, you're the one who's very hesitant, because this is the reading for you. It doesn't mean that this other person, or, maybe, if you have any kind of hesitation, of any kind of relationships and stuff like that, it's up to you on what you want and desire. But I just see that there's strength involved of courage, everything is just very passionate. You could even end up being with a Leo in the end. A Leo and Scorpio could be a very beautiful connection. But whatever it is, what you decide, it's up to what you want. I'm just your tarot guide reader. I'm just giving you some advice, but I'm never ever going to tell any of my fledglings or followers out there what you should do. It's up to what people want to do. Okay, let's continue on with the Vampire Oracle. Ancient, ancestry, Egypt, or magical inheritance. Okay. Yeah, what I see here is, maybe, you could be an old soul, the other person could be an old soul, or maybe there's some kind of inheritance involved, and that's why maybe you could be the one who's very hesitant about this connection, because the Ten of Skulls is also about money and finances, and also about, some happy home, happy earth, happy family situation. But, if there's any kind of magical inheritance involved, I would try to be careful and not just think, okay, I'm just going to start, throwing money around just because I can. I mean, again, it's up to you. I'm never going to tell you what to do. I'm just only suggesting it. But, yeah, it's like, well, yeah, this person could even be, Egyptian. You could be Egyptian. You can have a beautiful ancestry of some kind. But it just looks like, yeah, if you're the older one, or, yeah, I'm sure, you will probably, will make the right decision, because you get the Queen of Knives, though, which is all about strategy and analyzing the situation. So if something doesn't feel right, just, be careful about it. But if yeah, if the other person, feels a bit, distant, just kind of try to be open with communication and just ask them questions saying, hey, how are you feeling? Yeah, do you still, want to be in this connection? If the other person is just saying, oh, no, acting all, panicky and all defensive, there's usually something going on there. However, it doesn't always guarantee anything, so I'll just try to be open to communication and just hope for the best. Okay, let's do a Favoli card. Okay, you get the Six of Flowers, the Six of Cups. Interesting. Yeah, it's like this seems to be like a very positive, connection. If you want to put time and effort into it, it just, looks like, there is, potential in this connection. It just looks, yeah, it's like just And because, it's like with the ancient, it's all about ancient knowledge and actually just putting time and effort into any kind of, what you hope and desire in any connection. But to be honest, I think, this looks pretty promising though, but if there are red flags and there's no communication, I would probably rethink this connection. But anyway, I'm going to leave it at this for you, Scorpio. I just really wish all the best for you. I love you guys incredibly. Thank you all so much for supporting me and my channel. I'm just so honored and blessed to have you all as my fledglings and followers. And thank you again. In a few days, I'm going to go back to general readings. So I'm going to go back and forth between general and love. I just want to say how much I love you guys incredibly. So thank you all so much.